gonna keep it loped out, no doubt, for real.
For
Coming
real.
at you with another loped out banger. And we got a very special guest in the house tonight. The one, the only, the original, the real one, Crimes. You know what's up, man.
You know what it is, hobies? California, San Diego, stand up. We in here.
San Diego
Come
in the
back
house.
after technical difficulties, but we back. Shout out, loping
Yeah,
out. No doubt, for real.
for
TV, baby,
real.
we on here.
That's right, man. And like I said before, man, it's cool that you came through, man. Thank you for coming through and getting on the platform and chopping it up with me tonight, man. So yeah, we going to jump right into it, man.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, man, if y'all don't know who the homie on the screen is right now, he goes by the name Crimes. And he's the real Crimes. As you see his shirt right there, it says a whole lot about current situations.
These rappers ain't no criminals.
So yeah, man, go ahead and let them know a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, man. Oh well, like I said, they call me Crimes. Some of y'all may know me from back in the day. I used to be on Sickle Records with Mr. Little One. That's the big homie right there. You know what I mean? Um, I first came out 2002, 2003 on his record called Keep It Clean. We was on Sickle Records for a minute. I was probably on there for like 2 or 3 years before I broke off and went solo. But Mr. Little was the homie, man. We still contact to this day. We still chill. I still do shows with him, man. We do music, whatever. That's big bro right there, man. So that's basically where I came from. I came from the sicko camp originally, you know what I mean? But over the years, I've dropped my own stuff. Like I said, I went independent. Um, Everything I do is out of my own pocket, my own grind. I have no label, none of that. You know what I mean? Everything I do is just off rip. That's how we do it. I go on my own tours. I put out my own albums. I put out my own videos. Everything I do, I just do it, man. You know what I mean? Um, I've been loving this independent shit for a minute, just because I like to have control of what I get to put out. I have control of what I get to fucking write, and you know what I mean. Like when you have a
Right.
label, you kind of gotta wait your turn, and you kind of gotta like, hey, this person's coming out, then you come out, and you know what I mean. And I don't like working with schedules, homie. So I ended up just doing the solo thing. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Okay, man. So that's dope, man. So is that what pretty much made you come, decide that you was gonna go solo and break away from the label, just having to deal with what do you call it, like label politics?
No, on some real shit. I had a fallout with Mr. Little One in the label. Um,
Oh,
for some reason, you know what I mean. We had a fallout back in the day. Uh, you know what I mean? We were young, dumb, a lot of drinking, a lot of smoking. You know what I mean? People make dumb decisions when we're younger and shit. So we kind of had a fallout, you know what I mean? And I went my way. I decided, I'm going to go my way. And he went his way for a minute. And I just decided, you know what I mean? I want to do this shit on my own. I don't want to wait on nobody. So I kind of used it as a way to empower myself. I went and I learned how to do graphic design. I learned how to engineer. I learned how to make beats. I learned how to market. I learned how to do all that shit on my own. So my time at Sickle Records was a time of learning. I looked at it as more like my schooling and shit into the game and shit. And then later on, Mr. Little One and I reconciled and we got our shit straight. And that's big bro. You know what I mean? I'll never have nothing bad to say about him.
that's dope that y'all was able to work it out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Um, because there's still a lot, in those situations, a lot of times, man, there's pride involved, and some people just don't want to work that shit out, even if it could be worked out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was over some dumb shit, homie. We were young. Like I said, we were back then. Motherfuckers drank gallons of fucking liquor, and you make different decisions when you fucked up like that. You
Right.
know what I mean? But
Living the rock star lifestyle.
rock star life, but man, we used to go fucking town to town to town and just be fucked up, not even knowing what fucking city we're in, just
Oh
show after
man,
show type situation. You know what I mean? But I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Little One now because he's sober. He's got his shit together now. Um, he's a family man. He's a great father, and he's still putting out good music, man. That's big, bro. He just put me on the Chicano Music Fest a couple weeks ago It was a couple thousand people that came out to the festival. That shit was dope on me. And got to go out there, got to rock. Mr. Little One still gives me opportunities whenever he can. So shout out to him and shout out to everybody that's always supported me.
Oh man, that's dope, man. So that Chicano, I've heard a lot about that Chicano Fest. By the way, big shout out to the Falcon. He says he's in Colombia. Big shout
Oh,
out to
shout out
Colombia, man. We
Columbia.
got Colombia in the house. So
Hey.
yeah, man, that Chicano Fest, that's dope. I've heard a lot about it, man. Um, what was that your first time doing something like that as far as that festival?
Nah. Well, that was my first time performing at the festival. Last year, this is the second annual Chicano Music Fest. So this is the
Mhm.
first time I performed by myself. Last year, I went on stage with Little One and kind of like did the hype man thing. You know what I mean? But this year he let me rock my own little set. I went on right before the Coyotes and shit. They're pretty dope.
That's dope. The you know what, man? I
Yotes,
just
shout out
recently
to Yotes, man. Straight
yeah,
up,
the Yodis, man. I
they're
just
dope.
recently got put on them probably maybe a month ago at the most. They're
Yeah,
dope, man.
they were on last year's festival as well. They weren't really as known as they are this year, but they've been working since last year. I've been following their progress, and they're doing their thing, man. The thing they did with Shaq was fucking dope. That the thing they did two songs with Shaq, and then they got this new one with MC Magic, the Pocho. Man, they're dope, man. Straight
Yeah,
up.
that's dope, man. So
And that's one thing about me. I'm not afraid to give people props. People think just because I diss artists and shit, that doesn't mean I don't give love too. It's a yin and a yang to this shit, man. You know what I mean?
right, right. And what you know what? Speaking of damn, that kind of takes me. I don't know if I want to go that angle yet, man, because I'm kind of want to talk about being that you're doing these shows like you did the show with
Yeah.
at the Chicano Fest and you're meeting these artists and you're networking. Can we be looking forward to some collaborations coming from these network situations?
Um, Honestly, bro, I'm kind of at the point where I don't want to collaborate anymore. I already did all my dream collaborations. I've already did songs with Bone Thugs and Harmony, which was my
Dope.
dream to do. You know what I mean? I got multiple songs with them. I even appeared. I have a group called The Core, and we appeared on one of Bone's mixtapes back in like 2006 or seven, bro. And so they featured us. That was a fucking honor. You know what I mean? Um, and then I also have a song with Lazy Bone on my album. I have a couple songs with Busy Bone, and you know what I mean. I have a few songs with Bone, and that was like my dream because I used to like listen to Bone back in the day and shit. And I remember
Yeah,
telling myself before I started rapping, like, "Mom, one day I'm gonna rap with these guys. I swear I'm gonna rap with these guys." And then I made it happen, man. There was a point where we were gonna sign to Mo Thug Records with Lazy Bone, his record label, back in 2005. After I left Sickle Records, I was gonna go into a situation with them, but things didn't weren't right on paper, and I read the small print. You know what I mean? I'm
hmm
still cool with Lazy and them, but I just ended up not signing, bro, and I just continued on the solo path, man.
right. Yeah, well, you know that, and that's one point that you just brought up, man. For all you up and coming artists in the game, and y'all want these contracts, and you got to read the fine print.
Yes,
Got
sir.
to, because that
Cause a
fine
lot of
print
this
will.
shit,
Woo.
man, these advances, all they are, they're just loans, bro. And then they're not just loans, they're shark loans, bro, with like mad interest. Like, yeah, you think you're balling when the label gives you $100,000, but you don't know that you owe that label 100,000 plus some before you even get paid because you got to make that money back before they even really pay you. You know what I mean? Or else you're in debt and then you're upside down. But motherfuckers don't know their business and they just think, oh shit, I got an advance. I'm rich now. Nah, bro, you ain't rich now. Now you got a debt.
That's crazy. That's wild. Like I've always heard it was a loan, but I didn't know it went that deep.
Yes, it's basically a loan, bro. They're not giving you no money, bro. They're it's a business, bro. And
Right.
you know what I mean? Business, they're trying to get their loop. They're about that bottom line. They don't give a fuck about your talent. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Can you sell records? Let's go. That's all they're giving a fuck about. They give a fuck about TikTok numbers and all that other bullshit. They just want to make money, bro. So at the end of the day, if they're gonna give you an advance, you better believe you're gonna own that shit. And if you don't pay it back, guess what? You ain't got another fucking album coming out.
Man, so you ain't getting a
Or
dime
you can
until
go
that advance
independent,
is
but you
paid
ain't
back.
gonna have no marketing behind you. You ain't gonna have no fucking team putting up your posters. You ain't gonna have none of that extra fancy shit, homie. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna sign with a label, just know that you're in debt to them. You're now their slave.
Right. Yeah. And that's true. That's true. But that's crazy, man, because you know a lot of you see a lot of these new artists and they get them advances, man. They go crazy with it. And then
Yeah. They spend it on all the jewelry and the cars and all this other extra bullshit, and they
yeah,
think it's
man.
cool for a minute, and then all of a sudden, 2 years from now, homie broke. You never hear from homie again.
Yeah. It's true, man. So, yeah, man. So that's a real interesting T-shirt that you got on, man. Let's
Thank you,
talk
sir.
a little bit about your merch line and get into what that shirt means.
Oh man, you know what I mean. I always got little T-shirts and shit that I push when I do my thing. Um, this one in particular, these rappers ain't no criminals. You know what I mean? Because we have a certain snitch rapper out there that calls himself a criminal, but really ain't one. Um, Mr. Criminal, man. I'm just straight up. That's what I'm talking about. That's who I dissed. I got two jams that I put out. I put one out because he said that he wanted a battle, so I accepted the challenge. Well, let's battle then, homie. And then I put out the second one because he didn't put out a fucking song against me. Instead, he goes on my TikTok, starts talking trash. Not very Christian, like I must tell you, Mr.
That's
Pastor.
true. That's true.
But yeah, he was talking trash on my TikTok, and I'm like, all right, well, you gonna be just TikTok them in a way. I got another song for you, homie. So I came out and I dissed them again. But also, this goes back years. This isn't just because now the allegations and all this other shit. It ain't just for clout. Homie's been biting me for years, dog. Straight up.
Mhm.
If I showed you my logo, I put my
Right.
shit out in 2012. When did Crime Family Entertainment come out? Way after me, bro.
Uh,
Way after me, bro.
you know what? I don't
Look
even
into it.
know. I don't know when crime. Yeah, that was after because it
You
was
was still
after.
with
That's
high
true.
power back then, bro. It was
Yeah.
still high power back then. In 2012, there was still high power, bro. It was Crime Made Entertainment that came out first, and then he names this shit Crime Family Entertainment. I'm like, all right, you biting my shit. And this was back in the days when we used to go on this website called Khalifa Rap, KhalifaRap.net, homie. And
Hmm.
he used to be on there too, and I called him out for being a biter back then as well. Homie ran with my shit and just that was disrespectful, homie. So I had to get on his ass before he retired.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and you know what? That Chicano, was it Chicano.net? Uh, Enemies was
ChicanoRap.net. Yeah. Shout
Yeah,
out Coach
Enemies
Dell.
was just talking about that on the interview with him, man. Talking about that. But yeah, you show me your hey, I appreciate that, Falcon. Thank you. And yeah, you
Big
showed me your
freestyle, he
logo,
said.
man. And you was telling me, he's like, hey man, he's been biting me. This ain't something new. I ain't just going at him because he's whoever he's supposed to be or whatever. This
Yeah.
goes a little deeper than that. And that logo, man, hey,
You
it's
seen it.
damn near identical to
You
yours.
seen it, bro. Down to
Yeah.
the fucking dude holding the Tommy gun with the hat, to crimes and the entertainment. And like, come on, man. You could have named your shit Crime Family Music, Crime Family fucking anything else. No, it goes from Crime Family Entertainment. And then I'm like, all right, you want to be close to my shit. And then you want to steal what my logo looks like too? Come on, bro. Come on, dog. Like, you're already criminal. I'm already crimes. Like, it's already too similar, dog. Like, this is hip hop.
Right.
Ain't no biting shit, homie. You know what I mean? Ain't no biting shit, homie. We come from, I'm from that era, homie. You don't bite. You know what I mean? Back in the days, homie, I'm 40 years old, dog. So I come from the era of we battle and you don't bite.
That's right. And he don't want the battle, does he?
Apparently not. He was just on TikTok, just yapping away, but didn't put no music out. But I understand he's in a fucked up situation right now, and it is what it is. He did it to himself, homie. And I don't feel no kind of fucking no kind of way towards this man. Like I don't hate this dude. He did it to himself, homie.
You think the Christian community is going to accept him with open arms?
Honestly, I don't care what happens to this guy, man. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to do my thing. Am I opportunistic? Yep, I am. I saw an opportunity, I took that shit, and I don't give a fuck. But like I said, it also goes deeper than that. At the end of the day, fuck you for biting my shit. That's all I gotta say. Falcon says, "Spit a freestyle." Is he talking to you or talking to me?
Oh man, he's probably talking to you, but hey, you down to drop one at the end of the interview, ain't you?
Yeah,
Here
man,
we
I got
go.
something to spit. I'll spit something at the end. Don't trip. I got you.
Okay, yeah, Falcon. Hey, he gonna spit something at the end. I'll tell you what, man. Get in timeout for 30 minutes, medics.
Go
Time
to
him
the
out.
room.
Yeah, man.
Sit
So
in the corner.
yeah, stay on the corner for 30 minutes. Think about what you did.
Someone
So
asked if I still mess with Young Trav. Yeah,
yeah,
man, Young Trav is the homie. Definitely, man. That's the homeboy right there. I've done many songs with him. I've appeared on many of his albums as well. He used to be on Sickle Records with me as well. Cause I did return to Sickle Records back in 2012 for a brief partnership where it was Sickle Records slash Crime Aid Entertainment. And at that time, Young Trav was part of Sickle Records as well. So that's where me and Young Trav kind of met and started collaborating and formed a friendship. But yeah, Young Trav's the homie. Shout out the IE. Yes,
that's
sir.
right.
Riverside.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Also, you was telling me before we jumped on the last live, um, that you had traveled, man. That you've been on tour like Japan, and what was the experience behind all that? Just going because you know how over in Japan, man, they just love the culture. So
Oh man,
what was the atmosphere over there?
man, it's beautiful. They love Chicanos out there, bro. I guess a whole subculture of Japanese people that dress like us, that just like emulate our style. That you know what I mean. They have the Cortezes, the Dickies, the Lowriders, the everything we do, bro. Like they love that shit, bro. There's like a whole subculture in Japan that loves us, bro. So the situation that happened, how I got out to Japan was my sister was in the military, right? She was staying out there. She had an apartment out there that she never really stood in. So she's like, "Hey, you could come out here." And I was like, "Fuck yeah." And then I happened to know this guy named Shu from Too Tight Music, which is this music store out in Japan. It's in Tokyo, Shibuya, I think is the town. Shibuya, I think it's pronounced. Yeah, out there in Tokyo though. So I hit him up and I told him, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna be coming out there, bro. Hey, can we set some shit up? Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Type of situation. That's what we ended up doing. We went out there. We touched town. We fucking went to his studio. Went to the shop, sold him some of the CDs to put up in the store, and went out and I fucking went to the clubs and I did a couple shows here and there, man. It was dope, bro. Clubs stay open till 6 in the morning type of situation.
Damn,
Yeah, it was sick,
six in
man. The
them.
people really embrace you out there too, bro. But the funniest shit I did in Japan, homie, I did this shit called it's like Mario go karts, right? It's like real go karts, and then they dress you
Yeah.
like a Mario character. I was Bowser, homie, and then you drive through the whole city, like the freeway and everything. You get a guide. You have to get a international license to do it though, but you drive through the city, homie, in a go kart, and that shit goes up to like 60 miles an hour, bro. That shit
What
was
the
hard,
hell?
bro. Yeah, that
And
shit was dope.
you're dressed up as a Mario character.
Yeah, I was Bowser, homie.
Oh man, that's
And my sister
crazy.
was Mario.
Oh man. That's wild right there. See,
Japan was
that's
dope, man.
something that they don't ever show though. You don't I never knew they did that over there.
Yeah, man, the culture is really dope, bro. It's really clean. The people are really nice. They're really respectful, homie. Like like right here in America, right? If like you go to the airport and you're trying to go up the escalator, everybody's just standing wherever, and you can't just walk up that bitch. In Japan, everybody stands to the left and leaves a aisle open, so if you're late, you can jam through. You know what I mean? And people just like don't litter. There's no trash on the streets or nothing. It's just like it's a whole different get down.
Damn, that's wild, man. And what like is Japan the only place you went to perform like outside the US?
Uh, well, Puerto Rico, but that's still kind of the U.S. And then Mexico. Of course, I've done Rosarito and TJ.
Okay.
I'm in
Yeah.
San Diego, baby. We right by the border, homeboy.
Yeah,
Like
you right
I can
down
throw a
there.
rock and hit fucking TJ from right here, homie. You know what I mean?
Okay. Someone had asked you in the chat, are you team Kendrick or team Drake?
Come on, now it's Kendrick. Wop 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 wop. I'm gonna do my stuff.
You
West
think
Coast,
Drake
man.
you
Man,
think Drake
actually,
knew what he was getting into when all that popped off?
what happened?
You think Drake understood what he was getting into when all that popped off with Kendrick?
Nah, Drake's a pop star, bro. He didn't understand. But he was going against the culture with Kendrick, and the culture is something different than what you know. What I mean, what the average pop listener is. You know what I mean? The average pop listener is really fickle. They don't care about the culture. They don't care about wordplay. They don't care about entendres, and they don't give a fuck about that shit. They just want to dance. You know what I mean? And Kendrick with these fucking disses, he had the culture behind him, and that's a whole different beast than a pop fucking listener. So it was two different monsters going against each other, and the culture won this time.
Right. Hell yeah. Yeah, Kendrick did his thing, man. So you had
Interesting
said
story
that,
about Kendrick.
yeah.
I met this motherfucker in 2009 when he was just a hype man for J Rock. So it's crazy though, because I used to have my own podcast called DagoSD.com back in the day, and we used to
Mhm.
interview artists. They used to come through as well. And J Rock came through. J Rock had a single with Lil Wayne. I forgot what the song was called, but J Rock was the leading artist of TDE at the time. So he came down to San Diego and came to my studio so we can basically doing what me and you are doing right now, but in person.
Right.
And Kendrick was there, and Kendrick was like lugging bags and you know what I mean? Like he's crazy, bro. Like he was just like the entourage, bro. And then come a few years later, we're like he blows up. It's like, hey, was that little dude that was bringing all the bags up and he went to go buy our blunts and shit? He was the blunt boy, you know what I mean?
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. So
So
it's crazy to see that because like you know that if you're really fucking adamant about your fucking craft, like you'll make it. You know what I mean? Somebody's
hell
saying
yeah.
it's cap. It's not cap. You can go to YouTube right now, put crimes interviews J Rock. It'll pop up. You'll see J Rock sitting on my motherfucking couch, and we're gonna be chopping it up. And off to the left, off camera, is Schoolboy Q and fucking Absol and Kendrick. You know what I mean? And who else was there? It was a big tall dude. I forget his fucking name. Um, I forget his fucking name. But real shit, just go right now. Go to YouTube. That's all you gotta do. Put J Rock interviewed by crimes, and it'll pop up on me. Straight up.
What happened to the podcast, man?
I did that shit from like 2005 to about 2011, 2012 ish. Yeah, about then. And I just got tired of doing it, bro. I got tired of fucking just doing it, man. I was doing it all by myself at the time. This was before podcasts were even a thing, though. We were like
Right.
on iTunes with Live 365, I think it was called. It was the provider of our station. It was an internet radio station, but we had the video going too at the same time. So that's how we were doing podcasts back then. But like I said, I got burnt out. I did it for many years. Um, it was a good thing for a while, man, because we also used it to promote and do shows around town. We used to
Yeah.
do a Big West D night where I pay for like an artist to come down. You know what I mean? Chop them off a few thousand, and then we keep the fucking ticket money and shit like that. You know what I mean? So it was cool little run. But like I said, I just got tired of running the whole thing, setting up interviews and being a promoter, and at the same time trying to be an artist and do all the things I really wanted to do. You know what I mean?
Right. And you know what, man? That's dope because you had it going on the radio and on camera at the same time. That's you was doing it the right way then, for real.
Yeah, man, it was back in the day. It was ahead of its time, bro. It was
It
really ahead of
was.
its time because everybody's doing that shit nowadays. Like it's like normal
Yeah.
now. But back when I was doing it, like nobody was really doing that shit. But there's still some clips. Look up Dago SD on YouTube. DAGO SD, and a bunch of shit will pop up, bro. I even had like channels and like teams of different fools that would come in and do shows. Like I'd have Wednesdays, these one fools would come and just do like comedy. On fucking Fridays, people would talk about movies, and I'd come in on Saturdays and talk about music. And, you know what I mean? It was cool, bro. It was like a radio station with a camera.
That's dope, man. Yeah, have you thought about probably starting it back up now that podcasting is just the thing to do right now?
It crossed my mind. The homie Daniel that's in the chat was telling me earlier today. He was like, "Man, you need to start Dago SD back up. Dago SD 2.0." I was like, "I don't know, maybe it's a lot to do, bro. Maybe."
Yeah, hey, shout out to Daniel, man. Yeah, man. So what's the process like? Like,
What
do
he
you
say? He
make
said,
all
"Why did it take 12 years to mention criminal?" Man, if you listen to my discography, you've heard me diss him before, man. I dissed him 3, 4 years ago. I mean, it's an old issue, man. It's just getting more publicity now because of what he's going through.
right? Oh, you know what, man? That brings up I almost forgot. I want to ask you, man. So you was working on a new video, a new visuals.
Yes, sir.
Uh, did that drop today or when's it supposed to drop? If it
I
didn't.
was gonna drop it today, but when he showed it to me, it looked a little rushed because he was trying to meet this deadline of 10 p.m. and we
Hmm.
shot it last night. So you know what I mean. I was like, man, let's just hold on to it for a second so we can throw some more effects on there and kind of get it nice and right. And I think we're probably gonna drop it tomorrow.
Is that the visual to the
Just
pastor
Yep, these
Silver
rappers ain't no
Lakes?
criminals. The
Okay,
single.
so y'all be looking for that because hey the homie got something for him.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So um yeah, I was actually wondering if that dropped today, man. I was like, damn, I wonder if it dropped today. And I didn't get a
And I
chance
wanted
to
to, bro. I was
look.
trying to premiere it right after this. I was gonna be like, "Oh, let's go, blah blah blah."
Oh,
But
that'd been
I said
dope.
I wanted to make sure it's right, bro. I don't want to just rush something out for the sake of rushing it out, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you can't rush it like that, man. Make sure when it comes to editing and all that, you want to make sure everything's on point. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Yeah, exactly. But we got some sweet shots, man. You saw little clips of it that I sent you. We got a
Yeah.
few sweet shots. So once it gets all edited together, it's gonna be dope, bro.
Yeah, I already know. I definitely seen some of them, man. I'm like, okay. Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
trying to
make
step
all
it
your
up, bring
beats
the
and
visuals
everything,
out. It's
bro?
been a minute since I put a video out. I think it's been like a cool little 7, 8 months since I dropped the video. So you know what I mean? I'll come back out proper.
Yeah, yeah. And are you going to start trying to drop more visuals after this one, or are you going to wait a
Yeah,
little
man.
more?
No, I'm gonna try to drop some more visuals because the game has changed now. People are used to seeing video after video after video after video after video. So I kind of catch up with the times, and man, you know what I mean? And get with it. Start dropping at least once a month. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the once a week lefty gunplay situation, but this fool's dropping the video every fucking 2 days and shit.
Yeah, he seems like
Oh
he has a
man.
little bit of help though.
Yeah, that's what the team. That's the good part of the label because you get the
Yeah,
support, you get the team, you get the motherfuckers to push around you. So all you gotta do is worry about being an artist. So there's pros and cons to being signed. You know what I mean? But there's more cons than pros. You have to be man. You have to be the chosen one for you to get the pros out of it.
yeah, man. And you know what? As far as like making videos and dropping visuals and stuff like that, is it easier to I mean, you could do it yourself, but as far as say getting someone else to do it, is it easier than it was back in the day? Because I remember back in the day, man, they used to charge like they wanted a nice ticket to do some visuals.
Yeah.
Is it the same way? Like, do they it
Nah,
did
bro,
it
it's easy
like
now.
how is it
Like
nowadays?
it's easy, bro. That's why you see people dropping videos so frequently because realistically, you could just pay the dude 300, 400 bucks and got a video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like back in the day where you have to drop like fucking 50 stacks, 100 stacks. for a video that might not get any
Yeah,
play. Yeah,
yeah.
rest in peace, Calioso. Foreign TV, I see you, homie. Calioso was one of
R.I.P.
my video guys. He used to do a lot of my videos back in the day. Someone was giving him props in the chat, so shout out for him, man. Calioso,
Most
man.
definitely.
He used to do videos for Little One as well, and Obnoxious, and all kinds of cats all over the city, man. And he passed away a couple years ago, so man, that was a major loss. But the guy that's doing my video now is Calioso's apprentice. You know what I mean? San Diego photography. So I'm still working with the same line of people. I try to stay loyal to the people that stay loyal to me. You know what I mean?
Okay. And that's his apprentice, so he's still got the same,
Yeah,
stays in the not the same
got the
lane, but
flavor,
he
but he's
pretty
got his
much
own thing
knows.
going.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. The
dope
homie
right there.
Eduardo, man, he's putting it down for me right now. He's the one doing all the editing. He has all the lights and the cameras. He comes out at the drop of a dime, like, "Hey, bro, I gotta shoot a video." Blah blah blah. Pull up on me. But it's much easier now. That's why I said I'm trying to drop one like once a month and keep it moving.
Hell yeah, that'd be dope right there. Just something to keep it going, man. And that's why I was going to ask you because I've noticed that some artists they just like to drop audio. They don't like to do
Yeah,
the visuals. But then you see a lot of artists that like to do the visuals. And I was wondering, like, do you get more out of the visuals than you do just the audios? Do you feel like people's gonna I know me personally, I want to watch the visuals more than I just want to sit there with the audios, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
definitely. People definitely want to see audio more. But I'm still kind of old school where like you kind of do the warm up before the drop. Like you know what I mean? You drop the audio first, let that
Mhm.
rock for a couple weeks. You know what I mean? Let people see how it feels, then drop the visual on their ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I've seen that be a technique also, man, where they do it
That's
like
kind
that.
of how I do it. That's how I did with
Yeah,
these diss tracks. Like I put them out first, got the reaction of the people. I got a cool little reaction out of it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh fuck it. I guess I could invest and throw a video for this bitch. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to just toss 300-400 bucks away.
that's right. Kind of
You know
get
what I
it,
mean?
see what the feel is with the crowd on the audio, and if you see that, okay, they're definitely feeling the audio, they're going to be ready
Yeah,
for the visual. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Definitely, homie.
Yeah, man. So like, how many albums do you got out? Because you know what, earlier I was doing a little advertisement thing on Snapchat and I put your name in, bro, and there I mean all kinds of dance songs just popped up. Like it was a whole I didn't even get through them all. I was kind of scrolling like, damn, which one do I want to pick?
Yeah,
And
that's dope.
yeah, so is all these songs like do you got out like
I
albums
got
out or are they
albums.
all like singles and shit like that?
No, I got albums, bro, and mixtapes. I got think about four or five solo albums, and then four mixtapes, and then I got a bunch of features on all kinds of people's shit. Um, just a lot of music, bro. Like if you type in crimes, bro, you'll have hours and hours of fucking shit to listen to.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed that because
I've
like I
been doing
said,
this
I
shit since
was
'99, bro.
yeah.
Since
Oh yeah,
1999, I've
so
been putting music out. I started. That's when I put out my first little mixtapes and shit in school. I used to put them together. Me and the homie had a little studio. And we were the first ones that were able to have a CD burner, so we used to burn them shits and sell them after school.
yeah.
Type situation, you know what I mean?
Daniel said he needs that manifesto mixtape.
Yeah, man, that manifesto is off the chain, bro. That's with my group, the Core. We got a lot of fucking heat on there too, bro. We got Tech Nine on there. We got Keek the Sneak on there. We got fuck, bro. Who else is on Bone? Some of those songs I've talked about, Bone. It's on that mixtape. Um, yeah, that one came out in 2010. The Manifesto of Badness. That was a dope ass mixtape.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So do you still uh print hard copies just to do it or are you through with the hard copies?
Hold on.
Let's see what's going ask
I
him
get.
if he knows. Oh,
Yes, sir.
well there's the answer to that question.
Still on deck, baby. So I got Thuggery right here. This is Thuggery. This one, it's one of my favorite albums. I got Snoop Dogg, Busy Bone, Lazy Bone, The Core, Mr. Little One on this motherfucker right here. This is one of my favorite albums. Then I got this one right here, 1904 EP with my homeboy Black Mikey, where we did a dual EP. Did some
Yeah,
shit for
yeah.
the city right here. You know what I mean? Still do the physicals because the fans still want that shit, bro.
You know what? I find that the hard copies, man. I mean, there ain't too many places like you can use them nowadays. But me personally, I still like just to have them. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
just like to collect them, bro, and just have them.
Check this out. Crime Pays Volume 1, Crime Pays Volume 2, Crime Pays Volume 3. Manifesto of Madness. This is the one they were talking about with the Core.
Yep,
My first album, One Breath Closer. When I first went solo and put all
that's
my
the
songs
first one.
together.
The
This is my
first one
first
as a
one when I
solo
went
artist.
solo. Yeah, One Breath Closer. This one's really, really rare. I only did like 1,000 copies of this bitch. Then we did Crimes, Evolution of Crimes, 2013. Shit, man. Then we got Mr. Little One in Crimes. This is our dual album called the Drunk Smoke EP. We got a cool little fucking 7, 8 joints on this bitch right here. Mr. Little One, of course, I'm on this album. I mean, it just goes on and on. Here's a compilation I put out for Dago SD. If you look right here, dagosd.com. Like I said, we used to put out records, all kinds of shit. This is where I came from, the Sickle Camp. Los Enfermos, the Spanish album. I'm on this album right here with Mr. Little One, Youngster, Shiesty. Rest in peace, Youngster. You know what I mean? Youngster just passed away. Big Young have his solo album right here as well. Big Young, rest in peace. Sickle Records, you know what I mean? Sickle Records, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? This is all history shit, man. And I got stacks. I can keep going. I got whole stacks. Like I haven't even gone through everything. You know what I mean? Just to let you know some of the history we got. All these are physical copies and shit. I always keep one so I have history for them bitches. You
Right.
know what I mean? I was like, man, let me bust this shit out on Loped Out real quick.
That's right, man. So he's got so if let's say you got a website, like if they wanted to go and buy your merch or they wanted to buy some of them hard copies, do you got a website they go to?
Yeah, crimes.com. Straight up. Just go to
Crimes.com.
crimes.com. Yup. And right there I got all my shit on there. Uh let me see. There's another one I wanted to show you over here. Oh yeah, rest in peace, Night Owl. It's the big homie right
RIP.
there. Uh Me and Young Trav, we did a song with Night Owl. So rest in peace to the homie right there, man. And
Yeah, I was just
that's
fixing to
about it,
ask
bro.
you if you ever worked with Night Owl, man.
Yeah, one time. And then we were cool in person, you know what I mean? We were chill. Nah, that was the homie. So OG from San Diego right there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I remember because I used to do Uber, right? So when I was doing Uber, I remember once he hit me up, he's like, "Hey man, let me get that referral because I'm trying to get my sister up on there." So I remember I gave his sister the referral to put her on Uber, and we made some little bonus money off that shit.
Hell yeah. Damn, so you know what? What's it like? What's it like driving Uber, man? You had any crazy experiences driving the Uber?
Bro, yeah, man, used to do all kinds of crazy shit on there back in the day, bro. From
Is that when it
fighting
first came out?
people, from people throwing up and being fucking two faded, from me having to fucking leave people on the side of the road, all kinds of shit, bro.
Someone that has someone as do rappers have to be criminals to be respected?
No, they don't. The whole thing is when you claim to be a big badass, super fucking gangster, and you're saying that you live by this code, but then you turn around and you do the complete opposite, then there's an issue. You know what I
Right.
mean? You don't have to be hard. You don't have to claim to be the fucking greatest super fucking villain of the fucking planet, homie. You can be cool. You can be a G. You don't got to be the motherfucking bully. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a criminal to be respected. But if you claim to be one and you claim to be the biggest, baddest one, then be that.
Yeah.
Or else you're ridiculous.
Especially if that's gonna be your name, you know. if,
Mhm.
if that's gonna be your name. But yeah, man. So let's go this route right here because I want to ask you. Um Do you make all your beats and produce all your music?
Nah, I don't do all of it. I do some. I tinker here and there. I still like to mess with other people's vibes so I can get another energy and shit. Cause I kind of feel like I
Mhm.
get stale once I if I'm doing everything. Cause I'm producing and I'm fucking mixing, mastering, writing. It's too much on the table at once sometimes, and sometimes you lose the I don't know the mojo when you're
Mhm.
doing everything. You know what I mean? As opposed to like if someone just comes in with a batch of beats that I've never ever heard and something just catches, then all of a sudden the lyrics will just come from the head like a water faucet. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Because when you're working with other producers and stuff like that, it is a different vibe, right? So
Yeah. It's
what
the whole
type of
thing about
vibe?
being an artist. Do you want to be an artist or do you want to be everything else? And that's the hard part of trying to find the balance when you're independent because you have to kind of wear many hats when you're independent. I have to know how to mix. I have to know how to master. I have to know how to do all these things. I don't have a label behind me to do those things for me, so I have to be on top of those all those skills.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if I can chill back and just be an artist and let somebody else do the production, or I buy some beats from somebody, you know what I mean? That's usually when I come up with the best shit. But sometimes I make my own beat where like it's undeniable and I gotta jump on that bitch. But
Right.
you know what I mean? It just depends, bro. Music is just it's just a vibe, bro.
Yeah, yeah. What's your process when it comes to making music?
Um, feelings, bro. Just whatever the fuck I'm feeling, bro. At that time. Um, it could be anything, bro. I could get pissed off and I'll write some shit, or I could be happy and just write some shit. But my process usually I sit back and I fucking get high as fuck, of course, light up a big old blunt, and then I just get into the beats, bro. And then I think about what's bothering me or what's making me feel good. And if what's bothering me is the thing that's on my mind more, then that's what I'm gonna write about. But if what's making me feel good at the time is making me think more, then that's what the route I'm gonna write. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does. And that's what I was about to ask you, man. I was like, because you got some artists, they like to just be in, like, when it comes to making music, they like to almost damn have a party going on. Like, they just like to get faded while they're doing it. And then you got some artists that's just, like, they don't, everybody's got their little thing, man, to how they like to do it. Are you type of artist that would rather be kind of like on your own, maybe smoking a blunt, whatever, taking a little sip or whatever, listening to the beat? Or are you type of artist that, kind of wants like a little party and, like a little party atmosphere going on?
Yeah, I'm more of a recluse. I'm by myself most of the time. I'm a solo. I've always been like that, man. When I went to juvenile hall back in the day, I was on. They put me in solitary confinement for a long time, and then after that shit, like I've never been the same. Like I always like being alone now, and I don't really like being around a lot of people.
Hmm.
If that makes any sense, man. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I kind of do a lot of things on my own. I do all my music on my own. I like to write on my own, and I don't really like going to parties and shit like that. I'm really fucking introverted and shit.
right. Hell yeah. And
But
how did you?
that doesn't mean I can't function around people. It's just I prefer to be alone when it comes to my process and shit.
Right,
Because I also have a studio here. I don't know if you can for homies sitting on the couch and have nothing to do with the goddamn song, but that's part of the process.
right,
You know what I mean? They want to party and talk shit and fraternize. I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. It's cool. Everybody has their process. I just don't work that way because I'll get distracted and I'll want to just chill and I want to make no fucking music.
right. Yeah, yeah. And damn, bro, I had a damn question. I was going. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Your name when I was doing the thumbnail for this interview, I had noticed your name, bro. Is Crimes, but it's spelled. If you take the C away, it's Rhymes.
Yes, sir.
How did you? And I was like, oh shit, that's slick right there,
Yes,
man. How
sir.
did you come up with that? Like,
Yeah, man. Like all my shit has double meanings and shit like that. I put a lot of thought into what I do. Um, my name is Caesar, so Caesar rhymes. C rhymes,
okay,
and then
C
C
rhyme,
rhymes like you see the rhyme. C rhymes.
right?
You know what I mean? So my whole thing is they used to call me criminal back in the day when I was, doing my thing on the street. I was
Mm-hmm.
called criminal as well. Um, I got tired of writing that shit because I was 9 letters on the wall, so I shortened it to crimes. You know what I mean? So then
Right.
I was in juvenile hall and Campo and all that stuff as crimes, and some people knew me as criminal back then too, back in the early '90s. But I shortened it to crimes when I was in the street. But when I started doing music, I wanted to make something positive out of what I was because I grew from being an ignorant motherfucker on the street to a more intelligent type of person. You know what I mean? And I wanted to portray a little bit more positivity. So I wanted to take my negativity and turn it positive. So crimes into C rhymes is a more positive situation in my head, at least. And
Right.
thought that man, Caesar rhymes, homie. You know what I mean? I rhyme, homeboy. And you can see, you can visualize what the fuck I'm saying. You see rhymes, homie, crimes, homie. So
Yeah.
that's how I turned it more creative as opposed to just being so fucking gangster with it and being called criminal. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
And
at
you
the
know
end of
what
the day,
though?
man, it's not about being all super gangster. At the end of the day, man, it's just about being a good person and doing what you got to do, bro.
Yeah. And you know what though? I think it's cool though because that was your name on the streets, and you got and it still turned out a way to incorporate the music inside the name and
Yes,
keep
sir.
your name. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to keep my identity, but at the same time, make it positive. You know what I mean? And also, I speak at school sometimes. I'll go to these middle schools and shit like that. I'll perform and I'll speak to the youth. And at the schools, the teachers don't like to say crimes, so they'll call me C rhymes. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
got a PC type a way for them to still portray me positively to the students and shit like that too. So it's a cool, versatile name that I think sticks and it is very clever in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that.
Yeah,
Like I said, I noticed it today, and I was like, damn man, that's dope. Like this shit says, because I ain't gonna lie, I misspelled it. And so I had to go back. I kept
yeah,
misspelling it, so I had to go back and look. How does he spell it? And
C
then that's
rhymes.
when it hit me like the rhymes, man. This shit says C rhymes, crimes. I
Yeah,
was like, oh, that shit's dope right there, man. I salute that shit.
thank you, bro. And not a lot of people
And
get it too. People like, why do you spell it that way? Like, bro, just look at it.
right, yeah. Once you actually look at it, you see it. Damn. Yeah,
A lot
man.
of people
So
misspell it too because of like Jesus Christ and Chrysler, so they like to put the CHR instead of the CRH. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's what it kind of messes people up when they try to spell it out and find me on the internet and shit. But that's why I be tagging the other way, but the way that I misspell it, I put that in my tags on the hashtags and shit, so they can still find me.
yeah, yeah, man. So let's see, man. You got the new visual coming out. Um, the dope track coming out, man. The criminal disc coming out, the visual coming out. What else we got coming out, man? What else can we look forward to?
Bro, I'm gonna be producing some of these artists. I'm gonna get a little bit more behind the production side and pushing younger artists and the guys underneath me and shit. So I'm gonna be looking out to the streets to some of these younger cats and seeing who's out there who not only has the talent but has the drive, ambition, and the intelligence to take this to a whole nother level. Cause I'm getting a little bit older in the game, you know what I mean? And I'm always gonna do music forever till I die. But I also wanna give back and put some of these cats out as well, you know what I mean? And give these guys a chance. I did have a few artists a few years ago, but they were like grown ass men. I don't want to deal with grown ass men. I want to kind of deal with somebody coming up and kind of guide them and mentor them and show them the way. And I got this little cat out there by Detroit, Rico. Um, I did some of his music when he was 15, when he lived out here in San Diego, but he's out there in Detroit right now. And when he comes back, we're gonna jump on it and I'm gonna produce him and kind of push him a little bit. You know what I mean? And then after that, trying to see if there's a couple more artists out there that fit what I'm looking for.
That's dope. Yeah, man. And do you think there's still a difference between? Do you think like there used to be a difference between MCs and rappers? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Um, do you think that real MCs still exist in 2024?
We are here, but we're very rare.
Yeah,
Like even this battle between me and him, like I see myself more as an MC and he's more of a rapper
right.
type
Yeah,
situation. He doesn't really have wordplay like that. He doesn't really have entendres or double meanings or the structure that an MC would hit you with. You know what I mean?
right. And you know what, man? I was watching and this was a while back, but he actually got mad at matter of fact, it was Little One. It was
Yeah, no.
Mr. Little One. He
He was
was on
talking
the
shit about my big homie. That's my big homie. I even said that at the end
yeah.
of this song. I'm like, I heard what you said about my big homie too. That's what I was talking about, man.
Okay, yeah, he got mad because Mr. Little One was talking about MCs and being lyrical,
Yeah.
and he kind of dismissed, the criminal and what he got going on as being an MC and lyrical. He got mad about it, but honestly, he's more of a rapper than if you listen
He's a
to
rapper.
MCs and
There's nothing
rappers,
wrong with that. I don't know why he got mad about that shit. It's like,
right?
bro, don't get mad about the shit and then call the homie crying.
Yeah, well,
Call the
yeah,
homie crying about this shit. Come on, bro. And then cry on the internet about it. Come on, dog. But yeah, he was disrespecting the big homie. So that's kind of another reason why I got on his head right now too. While people are like, oh, why'd you wait so long? I'm like, well, a lot of shit's popping off now. I've been having beef with this fool for biting my shit. You talking reckless about my big homie. He's a fucking rat. Why not? Fuck it. I gotta sell t-shirts. I gotta make videos too. God damn it. Fuck.
that's right. That's right. And so, yeah, man, and you know what, man, and that's another thing when it comes to freestyles, like artists freestyling. I'm starting
Yeah,
to see like a lot of artists don't really do it no more, man. Like,
yeah,
it's almost that definitely I feel like is like a dying piece of art right there. It's just freestyling, you know what I'm saying? I
yeah.
feel like a lot of artists don't want to do it nowadays. Why you think that is?
Man, I honestly don't think people really indulge in that art as much anymore, bro. Um, I know coming up in our day and shit, that's all we used to do, go to parties and freestyle. I can still freestyle if I wanted to. Um, but I've noticed nowadays people don't really do that. I think they're more insecure and care about being perfect as opposed to just letting that shit. Sorry, this fucking Modelo got me fucking got me fucked up, bro. But yeah, like I said, I think people nowadays, like the artists now, that they're more self aware because of social media and that shit's out there forever now, type shit.
Hmm.
Back in the day, we didn't have social media, bro. You could just go let loose at a party, and you're never gonna see that shit ever again. If you act goofy or fuck up, you're never gonna see that shit again. If you
Yeah,
fuck up or be goofy now, guess what? They're gonna fucking put your shit on fucking Fools Community or Fools Gone Wild and make a meme out of you.
yeah,
So it's the whole different era now. So I think that has something to do um with it. People are a lot more self conscious now than they were back in the day.
hell yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
can see that, man. Where do you see the game going as we approach 2025?
We're at an interesting crossroads right now, homie, because AI, bro. We got this whole AI bullshit going on, bro, and I don't know, man. I don't know where we're going from here, homie, because
Yeah,
labels are gonna start just fucking AI and the shit and cutting the fucking artists out. But at the same time, we can't be scared of new technology, and we got to find a way to embrace and also use this AI to our advantage. Because if we stay ahead of the fucking curve, we can stay alive in the game.
yeah, yeah. AI, man, AI is. It's changing the game right now, man. AI is
Yeah,
damn doing everything. Like it's insane. AI's trying to scam you on commercials on YouTube. As a matter of fact, they got
yeah.
all these damn AI commercials coming up, man. But yeah, I just seen a 15% flash across my phone, so I
I
don't
just
want
plugged
the
mine in.
live. Yeah, man. See, my plug don't work. I can't even plug that shit in.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to die before we end this.
Yes, sir.
So um, yeah, man. I appreciate you coming through. Damn, chopping it up, dropping game, letting everybody get to know you on the platform, man.
Yes, sir.
And would you be down to drop a flow before we go?
Yeah, we can do that, bro.
Hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
go ahead and I'm gonna kick some one of my favorite verses. This is off Evolution of Crimes. Um, I really like this verse a lot. I usually start off my show with this verse, so I'm gonna kick that. And then if you guys want to freestyle after that, I can kick a little freestyle too. But let me kick the verse I like.
Okay.
How's that?
Hell yeah.
Bet that. All right. Some people say I'm not normal, but I say I'm just on a different page on the other side of the portal. Even if I die today, my music is immortal and will never waste away. Eternal. Let me be struck by lightning if I'm lying. Stand me in front of the Lord, ain't no denying. I was hustling with the heart of a lion, stood up for what I believed in and never stopped fighting. I swear to God, it's so hard on the streets. You gotta play for keeps and never sleep to achieve. Whatever plot scheme, do your thing, but you got to make sure you give it your everything. Cause if not, then game over. Ain't no way you making it in the streets of California. Not without your A game, homie. Don't even roll up, hold up, before thug that whole gun blows up and leaves you with the coroner. Crimes. Yes, sir.
Damn. Killed it. And what song is that? Let everybody know what song that is again.
That song is different page off Evolution
Different
of
page.
Crimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Different page.
Autism. Yeah, I do have autism. I actually do, Edward. And it's all right, man. People with autism, we here. Stand up.
That's right. That's right.
You know
Hell
what I
yeah.
mean? And it's a superpower because you know what? Having autism gives me the fucking strength to focus on things and to go all the way through with it. You
That's
know what I
right.
mean? Uh-huh.
And he's trying to troll. That shit backfired on
It's all
him.
good, man. No, but I just recently found out I had autism um last year, man. So this is kind of a new thing to me. But
Oh,
yeah, man,
really?
it's all right.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I
Damn.
mean, I
Oh,
don't have it like super duper where like I have to take pills and all that shit, but I'm a functioning, high functioning autistic person. It's all good.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, bro. So,
and some people won't admit that shit. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck.
yeah, yeah.
Real shit.
Hard. They said
But
hard.
before
Yeah,
we
that shit
go,
was hard, man. That shit was hard.
let me kick a freestyle off my head because they wanted a freestyle. Homie paid $2 for a fucking freestyle. So let me give
That's
him a
well,
fucking
yeah, I
freestyle.
actually paid $4 because he kept paying $2 saying freestyle.
Okay, well let me toss a beat on real quick. Let me throw a beat on and we'll do this shit. All right.
Falcon, you still in here?
This is for you, Falcon.
This for Falcon. Shout out to Falcon.
All right, here we go. Just a
Actually,
quick little freestyle.
yeah.
Let me see. Let me find the beat. 1 second. Fuck it. We'll just use this random beat. Okay. Low doubt, no doubt. Uh huh. Can you hear all the words that are coming from my mouth? Buck pow, hit them with the rhythm. Sit back, y'all better listen. Every time when they trying to lock us up and these motherfucking crackers trying to take us to prison, fuck that. Break them off with the big gap. Every single time when I back the clap, clap, you motherfuckers talking all that shit. Fuck that, I'ma hit them with a hollow tip. Off the tip, the top of the mind. Freestyle, yeah, it's the real Mr. Crimes. I put it down for the 619. You little bitches talking shit, but you about to die. Don't give a fuck, never did hit them with this. Every time when I come through wicked, I'm sipping on a Modelo, motherfucker. Do you wanna come get with it? I'm straight kick it, lift it, smoking on the split, bitch. Fucking with the real crimes every time I'm with this. I don't care, cause I am a nitwit. Every single time wanna fuck with mine. I'm high all the time, leave them all hypnotized. It's the crimes, I put it down with the illest, wicked sound from the fucking town. What's up?
Oh, hey man,
Little freestyle, baby.
you
Mine.
got in the damn zone just now. You
Woo!
was in the zone. I seen it. You say
Oh,
that's
almost dropped
pretty
my
heat.
beer. I was in the zone, homie.
Hell yeah, man. That's what I'm
Salute.
talking about. Hey, I appreciate you coming through, man. Blessing the platform. I
Thank you.
appreciate. Hey, once again, Falcon, that one was for
Thank you.
you. I don't know where you're
Mhm.
at if you're still in here, but that one was for you, man.
You'll see it on the
Big shout.
playback if you ain't here right now, homie. But
Yeah, replay
salute
it,
the
man. We
Falcon. Salute the Foreign TV. Salute to everybody in the chat. Thank you
yup,
guys for tuning in. Straight
damn
up,
right.
go check out Crimes. If you never heard of Crimes, now's your opportunity to check my catalog. I got a lot of shit that you guys can peek through. So
Yeah.
fuck with me, man. I'm gonna fuck with you.
Yeah, go check him out, man. Crimes, I'm telling y'all, because when he says he's got a large catalog, I was scrolling today and I was like, damn, he's got a lot of damn songs, man. So yeah, homie, I don't want the phone to die. So it's been a good one. Thank you for
Thank you, bro.
coming through and chopping it up with me. Much love, much respect. Big shout to the chat. Big shout to the
Yeah,
fan bam. You already know how we do it. We gonna keep that shit loped out, no doubt. For real. To the next one. And we out.
yeah.